Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Hello, I'm Alyssa Ivinson. Thank you for joining us at newslinkindiana.com. A discovery at the Muncie area home of a former NASA employee had the bomb squad busy this afternoon.
Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. 2, 1.
Police were called to this home on the Delaware-Henry County line after a call from the family of Michael McClellan. McClellan, who died 2 years ago, lived with his mother in the home. Mrs. McClellan recently died, and her family found chemicals labeled "Don't Touch" in the basement on Thursday. Crews were called in to handle the potential danger. Hazmat crews feared the jars contained nitroglycerin or some similar chemical. It's probably cheaper for you to fill up your tank right now, but it might not be for long, and some prices haven't fallen much at all. Newslink Indiana's Sarah McKenna explains the difference in price.
Unleaded gas has dropped almost 80 cents since last month, and people at the pump are thankful.
I'm glad they're going down. We need a break.
And they're going down for the same reason they went up.
The Gulf Coast is recovering, and as it continues to recover, then prices go down. They're recovering quite nicely, and every day that passes, the refineries are doing better at producing more crude oil.
And while the drop has been a nice change, AAA predicts that will probably be going up again shortly.
The summer driving has passed, so we look for things to start going down. The demand is down. However, as soon as winter hits, it's going to pick up again because the demand will go up as the weather gets colder.
While people are experiencing ease here at the pumps, diesel users are still experiencing high gas prices.
Direct energy costs on my farm for gasoline and diesel fuel runs. In the past, it's run somewhere around $7-8 an acre, and this year it might be up close to 10 or 12.
Gas prices are unpredictable, but either way, it puts a strain on the pocketbook. In Muncie, Sarah McKenna, Newslink Indiana.
You can find more gas prices from around the area right here at newslinkindiana.com. It took firefighters from 5 departments to battle a field fire today just north of Marion. It happened around 12:30 when the owners of the field attempted to clear brush. Firefighters say at one point the fire stretched about 500 yards. Firefighters put out the blaze just before it reached a large area of trees.
In the fall, when people are burning leaves and just brush and stuff like that, it's pretty common in the fall.
It took about 1 hour to get the fire under control. Imagine a vehicle made of cookies and candy that can travel into space. Newslink Indiana's Andrea Wolfram shows us how a group of Ball State students designed vehicles that can drive on the moon and are good enough to eat.
Ball State students had a unique experience Wednesday night. They got to spend time with students halfway across the world.
I'm not sure just exactly how many folks in the world get to teach kids 15,000 miles away, but my students now can say that they've had a chance to do that.
Ball State students worked with 6th graders from Australia to design a lunar rover model made entirely of food and toothpicks. But cultural differences sometimes made it difficult.
Some of the food we suggested using, they've never heard of, and we've never heard of some of the things they used.
Carrots, apples, and hot dogs were just some of the foods used.
We started with lifesavers as the wheels, and we switched to oranges.
A video conference between the schools Wednesday let students test their designs, and some didn't even make it down the ramp.
Our wheels kept falling off, so we were kind of frustrated.
Even when things fell apart, the students still had fun learning to work as an international team. In Muncie, Andrea Wolfram, Newslink, Indiana.
Students worked for 3 weeks designing the lunar rovers. They communicated through chat rooms and the university's video conferencing system. And Joe Thomas joins us now with a look at our forecast. Now, Joe, I had to wear my jacket this morning, but by the afternoon, I certainly didn't need it anymore.
It was a little chilly this morning, but temperatures definitely got higher throughout the afternoon. I actually saw people wearing shorts on campus today. It's November, and people have their shorts on. So when will these fall temperatures be coming back? That's the question, but the leaves are in their full color right now, as you can see in Queens Park in Cambridge City, Indiana. Taking a look at today's weather notes, you can see that our average temperature for this time of year is 56 degrees. We reached a high of 68. The record was 76 degrees in 1987. We also had some windy conditions today due to a low pressure system out to our northwest and a high pressure system to our southeast. Those windy conditions will continue through the overnight tonight and into tomorrow. More seasonal weather is on the way throughout this weekend, though, and I'll tell you about that in just a second in our 5-day forecast. Lows tonight, pretty high for this time of year, especially since our average high is 56, a low of 52 in Muncie, and 51 in Indianapolis, 52 in South Bend. So temperatures are very warm for this time of year, definitely. You can see that low temperature system out to the west here. Be moving through our area tonight, in the overnight, into tomorrow. This cold front will be approaching us, bringing some extra clouds with it and possibly some rainy conditions this weekend. Temperatures will continue to be warm tomorrow and gusty. So temperatures in Indiana, 70 in Muncie, 71 in Indianapolis and Bloomington, 75 all the way in Illinois down there. So as throughout the overnight tonight, mostly clear conditions, warm but windy. Those gusts could reach up to 35 miles an hour throughout the overnight tonight, a low of 52 degrees, winds on average out of the south from 15 to 18 miles an hour. Tomorrow, similar conditions, partly cloudy, slightly cooler, high temperature of 70 degrees, still way above average for this time of year. Winds out of the southwest from 14 to 17 miles an hour. So still stand your ground tomorrow throughout with those gusty conditions. You can see a beautiful day tomorrow, and then we have this weekend coming with that front that's going to bring some rain and cloudy conditions, especially in Saturday. There's a 70 to 80% chance of rain on Saturday and a 50% chance into Sunday. Finally, into Sunday evening, those conditions should be moving out and hopefully clearing up. We're expecting very decent conditions into early next week, Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures will start getting higher again, and actually warmer than usual. But so after a dip down this weekend, back to a warm up next weekend.
So then maybe before the rain comes on Saturday, one more day to wear those shorts.
Right. Enjoy it while it lasts, and it's going to be kind of a nasty weekend, but it looks like a bright start to our week next week.
Thank you, Joe. A science center that gives students hands-on learning experience in Grant County will get a $1 million makeover. Work is already underway on the expansion of the Asherwood Environmental Science Center. The Marion school community runs the educational facility. Students on field trips there get experiences from extracting sap from maple trees for making syrup to examining algae from ponds.
So they can actually come in and do experiments and look in microscopes at the things that they find while they're out in the woods. And right now they don't have much of an opportunity to do those kind of things.
The groundbreaking took place Thursday. The center will stay open during the renovation. Some of the best volleyball teams in Indiana set, serve, and attack right here in East Central Indiana. Newslink Indiana's Aaron Walker introduces us to one team ready for the state finals.
These girls practice hard. Their two-a-days run long into the season in preparation for another state title. But for the Burris Lady Owls, it's become a way of life. The year spent playing in the off-season has improved the quality of volleyball all around.
Every school in Delaware County, their kids are playing club volleyball, and that's why you see so much success.
The banners lining the walls here serve to remind the Lady Owls every day that tradition never graduates, and their tradition of state and national titles will be put to the test this Saturday when the Owls are playing for their 9th straight state title.
We don't want to be the team to break the tradition.
The Owls realize there are things they need to improve on in order to win.
I think staying focused for the Clinton Central match, and hopefully if we make it to the finals, and staying focused because last year we came out pretty flat, and we're focused for the state championship.
But the excitement of playing in the state tournament is what motivates them all season. In Muncie, Aaron Walker, Newslink, Indiana.
The Lady Owls will face Clinton Central in the first round. If they win, the championship game is scheduled for 4:15 at Hinkle Fieldhouse. And that is Newslink Indiana. Thanks for joining us, and you can always find local news about local people right here at newslinkindiana.com.